What's good,
What's
D?
good?
What's up with everybody, man?
Cooling, man.
Another
Yes,
episode of Vibes and Combo. We are
we
Yeah.
here.
back in this thing, y'all.
That R&B
Yeah,
nerd talk.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go all the way around.
Welcome, y'all, to another episode of Vibes and Convo, where we are your hosts, Mr.
Yeah.
On Key,
Mhm.
right there, Mr. Kirk Quinn. Get it in times 10 if you want to win.
You did?
Mhm.
And I'm Sequel 2297. And for this week, we
Mhm.
got a special edition for y'all for the holidays. You feel me?
Yes,
Key, tell 'em
indeedy.
what we got, sir.
Yes, indeedy. Y'all see it. Y'all see it right there at the bottom. Y'all see it. What's your
Right.
favorite Christmas record?
Because
We need y'all to think about that.
it
We
could
need
be
y'all to
old,
think about that.
it could
Yo.
be new.
Right.
There's so many of them. There's traditional. There's
Mm,
original Christmas songs.
Right.
mm. We
Hey,
need y'all to
there's
think about
Christmas
that.
songs that are undefeated.
Right. And there's
And there's
Right,
Christmas
and
songs that ain't Christmas
right,
without the song without it.
right.
right. And then there's regional, as we talked about before the show. Like,
Definitely regional.
Right,
you feel me?
right.
Yeah.
So
Some of them you kind of forget is Christmas songs. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna get all the way into that tonight.
Yes, sir.
But
All
before
right.
we go there, how has everyone's week been going?
Go ahead. Please. Please go ahead.
No
My
Go
answer
week,
at once.
please.
my week has been trying.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm over here in Cleveland, Ohio, so it's been like super cold, like in the 30s and 20s. So just adjusting to the weather. Then I'm sick, my sick boys, making sure they good to go, man. Yeah, it's been a long week, but thank God we made it through. We got our health back on track, man. We're just dealing with this cold, man.
Well,
That's pretty much been my week.
Mm.
How about you, fellas?
I feel that, man. You know, it's that time of the year, man. Um, what can I say? Between four kids and Christmas time, right around the corner, we're trying to
Mm.
get to it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Mm.
man. But it's good to link back up with the bros, especially on this R&B nerd talk. You know what I'm saying? This is something I enjoy every week, man. So
Most
you
definitely.
know, not a bad
Yeah,
one.
man.
Yes, sir. How about
Let's
you?
see. Let me see. Feels like it's been a long week.
It's been a long time. I
It's
should have
been a
left you
long week, man.
without the strong. No, I was kidding.
You
You
know, it's,
stupid.
it's it's definitely been cold down here. I'll tell you that.
Cold in Cali.
Cold. Yeah, I said it. Who wanna challenge it?
Cold
It's
in
cold in
Cali.
Cali.
What you
It's
mean?
look,
You know it never rains there, so how's
look.
it
I got the
cold?
coat on right now. It's
Temperature for
cold.
temperature, you dig? You see,
It's
yo,
I thought that was
cold
just fashion.
in Cali.
I
get that.
thought Key, I thought you was just flexing a new coat, man. I'm like,
Under 50. We gonna die.
You're stupid.
will never come to Cleveland, buddy.
I can't handle it. I can't handle
I
Cleveland at
know.
all.
That sound like
I gotta come during the summertime or something.
Are you
'Cause I
sure it's
got
not Halloween? Timbo up here talking ghost stories. He said it was
no.
blah 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 degrees. I say, bro, that sound like a horror film, son. I
I
can't.
know.
And I know. I've been ripping and running, getting some stuff ready for uh 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 uh, uh a content photo shoot, shall I say.
Okay.
Um, moving and grooving on that. And we stepping right into January and we right on the head.
Yes, sir.
New music.
New Year right around the
You know what I'm
corner, people.
saying? Call
Right.
it some crew mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have some crew mix.
Mhm. Sounds pretty eventful, if you ask me.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But that pretty much sums up my week.
All
You
right.
Not
know.
bad.
All right, then. Without further ado,
Y'all know. So for those that don't know,
Mm-hmm.
we need you to follow 3 steps when you come over here to Vibes and Combo.
or like we like to say, set the mood.
Set the mood.
Set the mood for ya.
I like that.
I like that a lot. So there's 3 steps we need you to follow. Step number 1 is find your place of comfort. You like how I move? Y'all like how I move this week,
Try
huh?
to take it away from us every time you try to take it away.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
Find your place of comfort. That could be your car. That could be, the couch in your house. You know what I'm saying? The love seat, the rocking chair.
whatever.
Whatever it is you got. The bean
futon.
bags.
All
bean
that.
bag.
You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Your
A
bed.
hammock. A
Exactly.
hammock.
You know?
feel me?
The gamers, the game chair.
The stool.
Whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, the stool.
The stool.
Mhm.
Mm.
Your place of comfort, man. We need you to find your place of comfort. All right. Step number 2 is you need a set of headphones. Wow. I'm on my mobile device. I really don't. You need a set of headphones. Why? Because
Okay.
this show here, we give you a lot of dialogue. We give you, we do performance breakdowns where there's audio playing. We want you to be all the way in tune to what we're talking about. And to be all the way in tune, you do need headphones.
Okay.
A little bit of higher quality, higher quality with the audio. Step number 3.
Okay. On the 3rd.
Tray
Covering
time.
the label. Covering the label.
Ain't no label on my
It
drink.
needs you to get your beverage.
Just
Beverage
something
of
to
choice.
drink.
Beverage of choice. You know what I'm saying? Mine is water. Keep the water by the side. Keep the water by the side.
That's funny.
Get
I got that too.
get your water of choice. Water of choice.
With
Right?
both hands, though, Key. With both hands.
Oh, wait. Fully cover the label. Fully
Hooray!
covering the label. Fully covering the label. You know what I'm saying?
Funny.
That's what we need you to do. Them 3 steps right there, man. That's what we need you guys to follow right here at Vibes and Combo. But tonight, we are in that season, ladies and gentlemen, right?
Mhm.
I guess we can call, the December and the Christmas holiday season, right? We can call that R&B season too.
Okay.
Definitely.
Low key, it ain't just Valentine's Day.
Okay.
It's the holidays, man. These Christmas albums. Woo,
Yeah.
some of we gonna talk about. Some of y'all may know about, and some of y'all may not.
Mhm.
Because man, when I tell you, when you start going through people's discography, you're like, wait, this person, wait. Christmas? Yeah, man. Yeah. Almost feel like almost every R&B artist has a Christmas song or a Christmas album, right? Or a Christmas project of some sort. It feels that way. But let's get into it.
Mhm.
What's your favorite Christmas record?
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, this is too hard for me to answer. Because once you say favorite, it's like it's a lot of dope ones out there. You know what I mean? I mean, there's some that stand out to me.
There's popular ones.
There's some that stand out to me maybe because of the time or when I heard it. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it was one of them first ones, but it's hard to pick a favorite. It's hard for me to pick a favorite.
Mm.
Yeah, of course. There's a couple that stands out.
Yeah.
Let us know.
That's why I would.
Man. Let's get
That's
that
why I
out the
would
way
more,
right now.
That's why I would more so ask, what would be a Christmas song that it ain't Christmas for real unless you hear it. That would be a better way to probably round it off or whatever. But that's all right. We're gonna get into all this stuff tonight, though.
I like it. I like where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who we wanna start with? Y'all choose.
Let's kick it off.
And I'm gonna dial it in.
Let's kick it off with one of the most popular ones.
Okay.
If people follow us, they'll notice that I've kind of been putting up a little Christmas information throughout the week. And one of the ones that struck me the highest was the Mariah Carey statistic. All I Want for Christmas, probably one of the highest grossing Christmas songs of all time.
It is.
Okay, wow.
It is.
That's crazy.
Still
R&B,
is.
what a freaking win. What it was about $2 million a year. I think right now they said it was about $80 million that song has generated just around Christmas, which
Really?
is kind of nuts. You make one song that can
Very
feed your whole year once a month. It's like working once a month for the rest of your life and being a super millionaire.
I know. Which she is.
Yeah. Making one song one time.
Oh wow. I know.
Let's get into that because you said All I Want for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That entire album is the highest grossing Christmas album.
That's crazy.
Of all time. Not just that song, but the album. Still undefeated.
Definitely. Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying it's people's favorite. It's somebody's favorite because they bought the heck out of it. But I will say it is definitely, at least in my recent memory, one of the most popular Christmas songs I've ever heard. And it's an original.
It is. And it is so Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas. So it
should have been
from the Christmas
right?
album.
Yep.
Yeah, 1994, man.
Right.
And that's why she is regarded still as the Queen of Christmas.
Wow.
10 joints.
Yeah.
10 joints.
10.
Yep.
Jeez.
Like, look.
He can't get it out.
Look, we gon' unfairly judge Mariah Carey.
Okay.
That's what we do. Because Mariah Carey is from the planet of Krypton, if you guys don't know.
Definitely.
But
right.
she's
not natural.
Alien in human flesh. And in reality. But no, she's definitely when you think R&B artists, and I say this for male and female, Mariah Carey is that. That. Like if you're trying to if you're talking about the plateau, Mariah Carey is that.
The height of what it means. I think also we got to give a little credit to her era, because she came out in the era where R&B was pop music. Unlike later on down the line, pop music start kind of separating and start turning into like Britney Spears, Jessica, Christina Aguilera, all that. But in the early 90s, R&B was the most popular form of music. So people was actually R&B artists. Michael Jackson is the king of pop, but Michael Jackson did all, but
yeah, he did.
We still attribute a big part of him as being an R&B.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like one of them cats that kind of blurred the lines too on what it was. You know what I mean?
Because his first album was Off the Wall, right?
And it was super R&B. So like disco, coming out of disco.
Technically, that was not his first solo.
Okay, thank you.
You got to remember.
Thank you.
He grew up in this industry.
That's true.
He was doing solo albums when he was still with the Jackson 5.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
So is this okay? So when this is once he first solo album when he left.
Yeah, when he officially left,
moved on. Yeah,
that's when Off the Wall came. Yeah. That's more accurate.
Now, if we want to,
that was all R&B. That was an R&B project.
Yeah, that was like an R&B hybrid coming out of disco, going into R&B.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people would definitely consider it definitely a hybrid of disco because it was coming out of that.
Yeah.
Going into what we know now as R&B. It wasn't even considered R&B.
Right.
Per se at that time.
Me looking at this, I remember this Mariah Carey Christmas album. But the crazy thing is I always felt like out of her catalog, this was a weaker project. People gonna be like, "Oh, you crazy? You know how many records this Christmas album done did? We know.
Yeah,
We know because
for
look,
sure.
they're gonna remind you every year because they're gonna play these songs. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I just feel like to judge her unfairly, it's just out of her body of work. This is the least favorite to me.
Mhm.
I mean, all I want for Christmas. It's a cool song, but we don't champion all I want for Christmas.
Go ahead.
We don't champion all I want for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Talk
Like-
that
But the
talk.
department stores do.
Heck
Right.
yeah.
We know
Macy's.
about this album. You can't ignore it. It is what it is. But we don't champion all I want for Christmas.
Facts.
You know,
Not that we don't look.
to
We
judge
love
her
you, Mariah.
unfairly. To judge her, I'm judging her unfairly.
We
And
love
that's-
you, Mariah, but we keeping it real.
That's wow. This is because this is one of the most popular,
I have to judge her unfairly.
but it is Mariah.
It's
Go back like
unfair.
babies and pacifiers.
It's unfair because
Cause
it's definitely a big album, but
Yep.
we don't. When you go to Mariah, you be like, "Oh, play that Christmas album." What song you going to? I bet
can't
you it
name
won't be all I want for Christmas. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
curious to hear what curious what Mariah thinks, because Mariah is one of the ones that keeps it real.
Yeah.
She
Yep.
does not like singing "Hero."
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. She
Right.
said it too.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
One of her bigger records, right? She's like,
Yeah.
eh.
Like we hold Hero more in regard than we do All I Want for Christmas.
Exactly.
For sure. For sure.
It's Christmas. I just think the timing of when she dropped, and like she was still coming off her debut
Her
album.
debut album.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know, because this is after like the whole
Mhm.
the big
Fantasy and all
single
that.
Fantasy with ODB.
Right.
This is
Mhm.
right after that. Like it just slid right into it. Whoop.
Yep.
So I get it. Yeah. She was top artist at that time. Like she had that joint.
The
But see,
AW area.
She one of
was-
them ones that came out of that like the early 90s to the 2000s that still was doing the same stuff that she was doing in the 90s that was killing.
Yep.
Right.
She was
You know what
straight
I'm
up AW era after
So-
Whitney.
Mariah Carey is an alien, man. So she gets judged unfairly. Everybody's in combo.
That's crazy.
Factual. Who else?
There's not
we got,
much I
man?
can say about Mariah Carey. You can't
You sure can't.
You
Not
can't
without
take
mixing them
away.
dudes.
you can't take away from Mariah Carey. She's one of those like you can't.
Right.
They try to look. They try to now these days. I'll be seeing these posts when they try to get on Mariah. You can't get on Mariah. I'm
Okay.
like, let's let it be known. You can't
She
get
one of the-
on Mariah. You can't.
There was a time when it was Whitney Houston and Mariah as the queens of
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Look,
You know, just saying.
people
Yeah.
was like, she sounded a hot mess. Look, look who we talking about. You talking about vocalism.
Right.
Mariah Carey is vocalism. She one of those. Hers was the 90s. You know, hers was the 90s. And Whitney was the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember the Prince of Egypt soundtrack? That's all I got to say. We could keep going. I just want to throw it out
Bother
there.
me. You know,
Definitely.
I felt like she needed a cool segment here, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, folks be trying to get on Mariah and it's like, you can't, bro. Certain people you can't. The legacy is already
It's
too
untouchable.
much.
Right. She
She's
did
one of
things
those.
that's undoable.
Yeah.
She's achieved heights that if
People
you ain't
still trying to
Elvis,
achieve.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like she's one of them for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
You can't talk about, you know.
You can't talk about what she do because you can't get over what she done.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just gotta leave her alone, man.
Yeah.
Kurt, who you got?
Let's see. As far as Christmas song,
Yep.
well, I did bring up the Mariah one, but
Yes, you
I will also, if you want to ask me another one, sure, twist my leg, why don't you?
did.
I say a sleeper was like the CeeLo Green, CeeLo's
Magic Moment
Magic
album.
Moment album. That
Yeah.
album, if we're talking about albums, I think I played that the last 2 Christmases and was like tripping out on how great it was. It's like one of them. It's in my top 5 best Christmas albums of all time. Yeah, there I said it. Ha!
Yep.
Sue me.
I stand with you, bro. So they got to sue both of us.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
That
Like at a pivotal time in my years where I just wasn't really feeling Christmas anymore for real.
yeah.
And then he dropped this bad boy, and I was like, oh wow, this is what Christmas feel like.
Mm.
Like start to finish that entire project. Like it was definitely
that
he revisited a lot of classics.
it made me remember how great of a vocalist CeeLo is, especially on that song "Mary Did You Know." I've never heard
my
a
God.
version of that song. Like, well, there might be 1 or 2 other ones out there that are as good, but it really is. It's that heads and
This was more
above
recent.
stuff. Yeah,
This was more recent.
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, this
Crazy.
project is nuts.
There's multiple songs on here, but
Yeah.
this whole project is definitely a vibes and convo recommendation. If you're watching this and you want to hear some R&B Christmas music
Mhm.
that's still kind of classic-y,
Mhm.
CeeLo's Magic Moment is crazy.
Definitely.
What was it about Mary Did You Know?
Sustained the vocalism. You talking about vocalism, right?
Pure tone.
Tone.
Didn't
CeeLo,
really get out of pocket too much. He was just straightforward with his delivery. It's just it just grabs you.
CeeLo's so polished. He's polished in the sense of like a Frank Sinatra, classically
Mhm.
trained kind of vocalist. And you would not expect this from one of my favorite rappers from the freaking 90s.
Yep.
Like,
And
See,
he
that's
never
scary to some people.
and he never had
You said it like
any-
everybody know that. Hey, that's scary.
a lot of people think CeeLo is a host of The Voice. He was a freaking judge on The Voice, a singing show.
A
And
lot of them don't even know him as CeeLo.
They don't know
the rapper.
Who's that peeping through my window? Blah how?
They don't know. They
Nobody
don't know him.
now.
They don't know him from
Come
Goody
and
Mob,
get
and
your
they don't know him as CeeLo.
soul.
They know him as
Well,
part of Gnarls Barkley.
Well, my name is Sugar Low, and this is Lou Ray.
Yep.
I've heard somebody refer to him as, "Oh, you talking about Gnarls Barkley? Oh, you should have just said that."
Yeah.
That's like the Transformer version of him.
Yeah.
You know
Don't
what I
let me get
mean?
started on CeeLo because people still don't recognize his first 2 solo albums, which are still classics.
Oh man. Oh
Like
man.
people still don't talk
Mm.
about, and I'm like, y'all lost. CeeLo been doing this stuff.
Remember that?
Look, I
How
had to look in
people
the air like,
how folks was like, "Oh, he too wild. He doing too much." Like
People had to
CeeLo is
catch
that
up.
guy.
People had to
CeeLo is
catch
that
up to
guy.
him
yeah.
because he was showing you hints of this his entire career.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was showing you what he's been capable of. People just wasn't paying attention.
That dude
He's definitely a music head.
Atlanta
Oh.
Cats was Goody Mob and Outkast was like the representations of like early hip hop in the South. Like, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta hip hop.
Mhm.
And dudes always been on their own time.
Mhm.
Like CeeLo, get up with gold teeth, a bald head, tattoos on his face, with a choir robe on, and rap some hard stuff and sing some stuff that people
make
just
you
can't
cry.
sing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's super interesting. I don't even know what kind of artist that is. Because as much as we want to hold him up to that regard for the Christmas album, for a Christmas album,
This
he,
Christmas album is serious.
yeah, it's serious. Ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. It's definitely one of my top 5 favorite Christmas albums of all time.
definitely.
Man, might be top
Yeah.
3. Might be top 3.
I ride with that too. I
Right.
ride with that too. How about you,
I
Key?
third that.
How about you, Key? What you got?
Let's see.
Besides
what do
let
I
it
got?
snow. Besides let it snow.
Look, you can't get around it.
That's
You
a
can't-
cheat code right there.
You can't jump around it.
You really can't.
You can't.
But let's save that for later in the episode. Let's save that for
Yeah,
later.
let's save for later. We can
Let's
save for
build our
later.
way
You know,
up to that.
we can't jump away
Nah.
from it, but we gonna save it.
No, we can't rush over it either. That's one of them ones.
At
Yeah,
all.
you gotta give it. You gotta give it up. What do I got? We was just listening to this before we got on the air.
Don't tell me it's the.
I know you cheat code. I knew you.
Oh.
I knew it.
Oh.
I
What is it?
knew
I go
it.
find it for y'all.
I knew
Yo.
it.
He, Leandria. Hey, when you say her name, you gotta sing. Even if you can't sing, you gotta sing.
I want to go on record for saying this is like cheat code singing right here. Like this is the whoever made the alien
Say the
race
name
of
of the
singers.
song.
They probably derived from this probably one of the creators or something. I don't know. She's like a step above.
God rest ye merry gentlemen.
Ah.
Track number 6.
Mm.
This whole first of all, this whole EP, right? But what she did on God rest ye merry gentlemen,
Yes.
it's just
It's just different.
it's different. It's different. It's different for sure. Man, like, see, this is what we was talking about with Christmas albums. Like, this is a Christmas EP, right? But it's one of her bodies. It's one of the parts in her discography that I really like. Her Christmas album counts to me like a album. Like,
Okay.
when I think of the Christmas EP, I think of it like, okay, yeah, that's an EP. I can listen to this when it ain't Christmas. When it ain't that season. You know what I'm saying? And it still has that feeling to me. You know? Well, you know, I'm a little biased too because Leandria is like one of my favorite vocalists. But this project is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas best.
Now, just to chime in,
Go ahead.
I think gospel artists doing Christmas albums is a cheat code anyway, because it's already praise and worship music. You know what I'm saying? Like you could flip any gospel song into a Christmas song because they're talking about the same person.
Yep.
Kind of cheat code.
I said it.
Right.
Cheat code.
That's my 10 cents. That's all I had to say about that. But this song it's incredible. I ain't never heard it before tonight, so I suggest if you haven't heard it, y'all go check it out. What's the name of it again?
Christmas Best.
Christmas Best is the name of the EP.
But that one song we're talking about.
God rest ye merry gentlemen.
God rest ye merry gentlemen. We're gonna make our own playlist and add some of these songs on here so y'all can check them out.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Straight up.
Matter of fact, this EP, I'm telling y'all, this EP is so potent, y'all. Like we might have to omit it from this conversation for real. We might have to come up with a replacement one, Key, because that just you pulled out the cheat code, man.
Yeah, man. Because y'all can hear us talking about it.
Oh man.
But y'all hear us talking about it out there, but y'all got to follow along, man. Some of these songs, like if you ain't hearing them, I guarantee it's gonna mess you up.
Right. Right. Right.
All right.
Sure. Who you got, Timbo? Who you got?
There's so many of them, bro.
Hmm.
There's so many of them. And I'm already, you know me, I'm always thinking old school or whatever. So we all know the stuff that we all grew up on as far as old school Christmas songs from Jackson 5,
Mm,
doing
right,
doggone doing Santa's Coming to Town, or from the
right.
Temptations, doing Silent Night, like all the traditional stuff that you always hear everywhere, right?
The
Mhm.
California Raisins. Look at you.
Yeah, even that stuff. But for the sake of this conversation, I want to keep it more like the meat of stuff that wasn't really popular, but if you were really in tune to music or whatever, you were privy.
Mhm.
You were definitely privy. Uh, all of course. No, I'm not even gonna bring that one up because that's another cheat code too.
Come on,
So
man, you holding back, man. You can't be holding.
it's it's so many of them, man. Like it's just so many of them, and they all bring me back to certain times and points in my life at the end of the day. But oh
Mm.
my god, if I had to pick one, like if I heard it right now, whatever, I feel like it's Christmas again or whatever, I would have to say a group by the name of A Few Good Men. Their
Okay.
version of
Okay.
Silver Bells.
I knew you were gonna go there. Let's go. Let's go.
It resonated with me when I first heard it, and it has ever since. Ever since, like, but for the simple fact I don't hear everybody play, everybody doesn't really remember A Few Good Men, which was an R&B four-man R&B group on LaFace Records back in the day,
Okay.
like back in the early stages of LaFace Records. If you go back and look up LaFace Family Christmas album, there it is.
Uh-huh.
There it is. That I think it's like the first or second track on that bad boy. But yeah, yeah. But if you remember A Few Good Men, them boys wasn't no joke anyway.
Right.
Anyway,
Mm.
real talk. But that one,
Babyface.
if I had to pick a song, it's definitely that one. But I wanted so bad to like chime in more on CeeLo because yeah, as of since he put that bad boy out, like I cannot not that album start to finish and doggone Let Christmas Pass. Like I gotta run through that bad boy at least 5 or 6 times minimum.
Right.
And what I remember is he released like some cold visuals for that too, right?
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah, I remember
Mhm.
seeing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Let's look at this. Let's look at this.
Oh man.
Yeah,
LaFace
Family
Family
Christmas.
Christmas. This is
Right.
Oh
also the
man.
album that first brought you when you first heard Outkast.
Ah.
Players
Wait.
Players
Ball.
Ball is on this bad boy. When you first
All
heard
Yeah.
Players
is
Ball, it was
saying
off this album. The Outkast hadn't even broke yet.
why
This was their introduction to the world. This
on the
album.
Christmas album.
Yeah.
Boy, they wasn't set up.
That's
They
why
wasn't
till
set up
this
to win.
day, and that's why till this day, because of when it was released and also how the video was shot, it's considered a Christmas song.
Yeah. Tony
So-
Braxton, the Christmas song,
Mm-hmm.
and TLC.
TLC.
Sleigh Ride.
They ride.
Hey, that was on my list.
Yep.
That's
Sleigh
actually
Ride
on
is
my
on
list.
in the same
Have
project.
a very Merry
Ah.
Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Hey, joints.
Shout out
Up
TLC,
and
man.
away.
Yeah, man. For real.
Hey, the Faces Christmas album has some joints on there.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Really does.
Yep.
Really does.
Players
I mean,
Ball. That's crazy.
look at who we naming. Like,
We're not naming no
look, TLC got 2 joints. They got All I Want for Christmas on there too.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
You know,
Yeah.
Few Good Men had
I had a couple.
they had 2 joints and an interlude.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So this was their album on the slip.
Yeah.
10 joints on this. Huh?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's keep it going, man. Who else is out there, man? So There's so many we can name, but let's highlight the ones that mean something to vibes and combo, like for real. Like,
Okay. How we talking?
let's get them out there, man.
I brought this up off the air too.
What else you got?
Go back to it. No.
On Key got a Christmas song. Oh, my bad. I thought I saw On Key. Oh, okay. Drew Hill.
Oh yeah.
Them Drew boys from the
Call
Hill.
him the immortal Drew Hill, right?
What's the
Yes.
spooky? They got a joint. What's the joint we was playing? This whole album is nuts, by the way.
The album is Christmas in Baltimore.
Christmas in Baltimore, y'all.
The name of the song is called Fireplace.
Mm.
Track number 6.
Hey, it's cozy. It gets up close to you like a warm blanket.
Real.
The joint is I say it's spooky because it's like it's kind of hypnotic. Interesting record.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. I like this. I like this album. Period. And this came in a time where, well, I would say where Christmas albums slowed down, but they never really slowed down. You like I say, you can find in everybody's discography, but this is the first we got from Drew Hill.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like a 90s group. This is the first time we, it took them until now to give you that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, Timbo.
Question. Would it be safe to say, piggybacking off what you just said, would it be safe to say Christmas albums never died, but they don't get the same push
No, yeah.
as they used to?
Yes.
Or the same promotion, would you say, as they used to?
Yep. Because remember, people used to do early promotion on the Christmas albums.
Mm-hmm.
I used to start. They didn't wait until November. They was pushing that mug coming out of the summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how they were able to release so many singles from it.
Yeah.
Because they did it so far in advance. Drew Hill released one song off of here.
Mm-hmm.
And the single was Favorite Time of Year.
Favorite Time of Year.
It had a video and everything.
I remember the video.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I can honestly say
their last album right here.
Yeah. I can honestly say I remember a time in R&B where Christmas albums was a staple. It was so much of a staple that it like whole record labels would drop compilations just to like that was a way to break artists in the fourth quarter. That was a way to break artists on some Christmas stuff.
That's where we got the Outkast from.
Exactly. Also, Key, if you can, I forget you to bring up So Def's Christmas album.
Okay.
The first time the world ever saw Alicia Keys, because I remember this whole album being performed live on Video Soul.
Okay.
First time the world ever saw Alicia Keys was on this Christmas album. There's nothing out there before this of Alicia Keys. This was her first introduction to the world.
That's funny.
So Def, Bass All Stars. Nope.
That ain't it. That ain't it. We're about to find it right now.
Yeah.
Was it a compilation? Sound like a compilation.
It was a compilation. It was a compilation. So Def Christmas.
I do. Alicia Keys, huh?
Yep. Early Alicia. And she was so fresh and new at the time, man. That's it. Jermaine Dupri presents 12 Soulful Nights of Christmas. That's it.
This is before she kept on falling?
1996.
Before she kept on falling, because after this, we didn't see her for a minute. And then she finally emerged with
J Records, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I see it right here. Track number 4.
Young, I don't know.
Little Drummer Girl. Alicia
He was
Keys.
real young. Yep.
So you mean to tell me Jermaine Dupri could have had Alicia Keys under So So Def? Whoa.
I like the way you think. I like the way you think.
Whoa. Okay.
I like the
Who's
way
to
you
say he didn't have her?
I know. Wow.
It was some connection.
Mm-mm. Yep. Give
That's
JD
crazy.
his props, man. He's done a lot for this game.
Shout out to JD.
Most definitely.
Shout out to young Alicia Keys up here sounding like a beast. Young Alicia Keys was cold. Or whoever she had vocal producing her, I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
She on this record. If y'all haven't heard it yet, it should be on our Christmas playlist. This record, she sound kind of like Mary J. Blige vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have Alicia Keys on here, man.
Oh man, I hear
I
her
wanna-
and Swiss have a house in San Diego.
Oh,
I want to pick her brain, you know. Yeah. I seen
I
Alicia
hear.
Keys. I seen Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats and on and walking around. You know what I'm saying? I seen them. I seen, we did cross paths. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? I didn't seen them going to the little the Monster Jam.
okay.
You know,
Don't give up too much. All right,
out
that's
with
fine.
the-
That's enough.
out with
That's
the
enough.
fam
They don't need to
bam.
go no more. We don't want to make it
You
sound
know.
like you're stalking them.
I'm on them. Sorry.
That's funny.
Nah,
Don't give
it was
too
cool.
much.
It's cool. Nah, yeah, I would love to have her on here, man. I want to pick her brain. You know,
Yeah, man.
I want to pick her brain for sure. Like,
Yeah.
just as a musician, you know what I'm saying? Like, and composer,
Yeah.
be dope.
And also was regarded as a child prodigy as well.
Right, that part.
Came in. Yep.
A Keys, man.
Interesting.
Let's look at these songs real quick. This time of year, Kenny Lattimore. Oh man,
Shout out King Lattimore, who just
Oh,
featured
Kenny,
on
man.
R&B Monday this past weekend. Great episode, great interview, great story. Yeah, Kenny Lattimore, one of the premier and highly regarded straight up tone vocals.
Right.
Like just he ain't gotta do too much.
Escape Christmas Without You.
Yeah. All the greats on there. Got some J.E. on there.
I gotta go
Right.
back and listen to this project.
Prime
Yeah.
Night Because of His Love. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Mm.
Voices of Soul.
Mm.
Someday at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shaka Khan Christmas Only Once a Year. Tamia, this Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
Gerald
All right.
Levert. Christmas Without My Girl.
Dang.
Rest in peace, Gerald.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
We miss you, G. We miss you, Velvet Teddy Bear.
Mhm. Uh-huh. Yeah, man.
Listen,
That's cold, man. Okay, JD. See, everybody got it in their discography somewhere.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Definitely.
I can't believe Alicia Keys project with those greats.
Okay, we can't
Right.
hold it back no more.
That's
we
crazy.
can't hold it back no more. Let's just go ahead and let it. What we've been dying to say this whole time. The one album, the one group we've
All
been
right.
trying to bring up since we started this bad boy. Let's go ahead and get out because we probably gonna end up saying on this the rest of the episode.
Let's go. Let's go.
Y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this one? As far as our vibes and convo audience, the most highly regarded R&B group of all time.
Yeah,
When they dropped their Christmas album,
yeah,
it's rap.
yeah.
And it still is rap. Like, let's keep it a book. Like, ain't no more
Yeah.
nothing else.
Wow.
You don't even think of Christmas anymore without these guys.
Right.
Like for real.
Boy.
People say Mariah, but might be the highest grossing, but this one really resonates.
Okay.
Really does.
We're
Boys
going,
to Me, y'all.
we're going
Christmas
down. We're going
interpretation.
down the beautiful discography.
Ah,
I see
Yeah,
it.
beautiful discography.
yeah. They
You
were like
know,
the Justice League of R&B.
that's actually perfect for them.
The major, yeah.
That's crazy.
You see this beautiful discography?
A lot of records.
Yeah, beautiful discography. Beautiful. It is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Um, where do we even begin? We can start at the end and work our way to the front.
Let's go. Oh,
Like you can't. And
silent.
songs I like to bring up that people never talk about.
What's that?
Why Christmas? Songs like Why Christmas. Songs like Cold December Night.
Ah, serious.
People always bring up Let It Snow when this album comes up in conversation, but they
It's kind of hard to let it snow because that's it.
And that's a doozy. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, you
But
know,
but
haymaker.
but it's a chock full of haymakers though. So you're never really wrong when you're talking about this
Right.
Oh, yeah. When you talk about Boyz II Men, you have to talk about this Christmas album.
album.
You
Definitely.
have to include that. Like when you talk about the discography, you have to include. Oh yeah, the Christmas album.
It's a part of the mythos. It's a part of
Right.
what we know them to be. They would be Boyz II Men wouldn't be who they were if it wasn't because of the records on this album.
And the combination of Boyz II Men and Brian McKnight.
Right.
And this was before 2 or after 2. I think it was after 2, if I remember correctly.
This is 1993, so this is right before 2.
Right before 2, that's right.
Okay. 2 came out the next year.
Yeah, sure did.
Wow. They was on a run.
So they
was
already
on a
hit us with the,
run.
I'll make love to you.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, they were
Running
right
around the
into
corner.
that.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Fair
They
with
don't
them,
miss.
they've never been fair.
That was a moment where they just did not miss for a long time.
You know, it's crazy because like this is like the beginning of that, you know what I'm saying, classic career for both of them, for Brian McKnight and because I look at this album like it's both of their album.
Okay.
Even though it's Boyz II Men, it's in Boyz II Men's discography. But I look at it as Brian McKnight and Boyz II Men's album.
Break that down.
The Let It Snow sound you find throughout this project.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? B Night was around this project. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised it's not a collaborative project with both their names on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even all these songs, like it feels like I can hear Brian on all of them.
Right.
Even when he's not there. So they sounds matched.
Right. Especially at that time.
Like Brian McKnight is an unannounced Boyz II Men member.
I always felt like that after I heard Let It Snow. That's how I felt. I felt like, oh, he belongs to that with them. They sing together, right?
And should have been. Should have been.
But it's like
at least for an album or two.
When you start talking about careers, it's like both of them turn into these juggernauts.
Greats.
Till to this day.
Till this day.
Both of these acts cost a lot of money.
Yes.
To book or to go to their show. Like it's gonna cost you some money to go see either one of them.
Which is nuts.
And they don't need any openers. Just them. That tells you right there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
And as of recent, Sean is so cold with the guitar right now.
Bruh,
So, like what he evolved into playing the guitar.
I saw them live up here
Damn.
in Ventura County in LA, maybe a couple years back. And the segment that they showed, they all broke out instruments and turned into a band. I was like, what is this? So I saw it. I seen it recently. Like, yo, how they do that?
leave them alone, man.
They just different.
I'm waiting for somebody to jump out the window about Boys to Men.
Just different.
I'm waiting. What you gonna
Oh.
do? What you gonna say? Once again, here we go again.
Yeah.
The untouchable. We know what planet they from. It ain't Earth. Tell you that right now.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm
No, it's
saying?
not. It might be beyond Krypton. Actually, we might.
Silent Night.
They might not have a name for them yet.
Do they have the classic Silent Night?
Yeah, it's the class. They
They
did
have
Silent
they
Night
have the classic
acapella,
Silent
actually.
Night that everybody like. Oh, when they hear this version, they go, "Oh, this is how Silent Night actually goes."
Right.
Yep.
Even though it's not the first person to do it,
Yep.
but this is just what we know.
See,
Yep.
they the ones who owned it. It's
It
theirs.
make you think of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode, right? You know what I'm saying?
He was right. He was creeping up on him, trying to get.
Mhm.
Yep.
Man, I was in the
Man.
studio.
And then they end up showing up for him anyway.
Pretty
Merry
much.
Christmas, Will. If it's so tender and yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Classic. See?
Right.
Classic with classic moments.
Man.
Like, yeah. Man.
Will there ever be another Boys to Men? Nah, I think not.
I mean, they tried.
It's just hard to do.
Oh, they've tried and they've tried for years. They've tried.
And we talked about this too. We talked about like just how music is now, not only how it's made and like how the talent is judged now.
Mhm.
How they're like, oh, we can turn somebody into an act, right?
Mhm.
Not only that, but the process of making music is faster now. Releasing music is faster.
Right.
So I feel like it's hard for people to sit with a project
Mhm.
for them to go, this project is classic.
So I can develop on you.
First of all, you're not gonna get. It's hard to get an album these days consistently. So when you get an album, you like, okay, it's 10 plus songs. I gotta study this. I gotta let it play. I gotta sit with it for a minute.
Mhm.
You ain't got time to sit with it no more.
Right.
The next month or two, they already moving on to another project. New visual, new everything. They ain't talking about that one no more. Moving on to the next. So it's like it's hard to like create classic albums. So to have another Boys to Men, it's like you have to have classic albums.
Yep. And not even Boys to Men. Like, let's not get away from the topic at hand. We all talking about Christmas albums at the end of the day, but
Right.
even more so, because it still applies, a Christmas album that's going to be standing like what they did with Christmas interpretations. Like even Christmas songs, even if they're original, they just don't hit the same like they used to.
It's hard.
It's hard to do Christmas songs nowadays. Not with the climate the way it is.
Right. That's true. That's why I say, we talked about a lot of it's funny because in that era, a lot of the Christmas songs we're talking about were like original Christmas songs. Right?
That part.
Which I mean, nowadays you're gonna get a cover of anything before you get something original. And that's just my opinion. But like I don't see the same. I don't see the same desire for new artists to get out there and have their second project a Christmas album, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not seeing people's names being made off of Christmas albums or Christmas songs anymore, like they used to.
Yeah.
All of these moments that we're talking about with these artists are classic moments, and they're moments early in their career that helped us remember who they are even till today.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It seemed like they don't have that same passion to make the Christmas record that could change your life.
Yeah. Yep.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
Nah. Yeah, it changed. It definitely changed. For sure.
And that change has been for a long time too.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of music now. It's a lot of music released. Like, it's a lot of music. It's like, it's hard. It's hard to follow. Like, Project is hard to follow. Bodies, when it's just a bunch of music dropping like all the time, you know?
That's
But
true.
yeah, of course. Boyz II Men's Christmas Collect, like this project is crazy. It's crazy.
It's not fair
At all.
Oh my god!
You gotta turn this album on. You gotta turn this album on every year for Christmas.
Yes.
It's one of them. And again, this is also in my top 3. So
yes.
Yeah,
This is it for me. This is number 1 for me. This is it.
You can't get away from it.
Yeah. Cold December nights like this make me really scared.
Jodeci never gave us a Christmas album. We never got a Christmas album from Jodeci.
Hey, when we get out of here, we need to doggone put our foot on the neck of Jodeci for never giving us a Christmas album.
Ain't that crazy?
That's nuts.
They got out of the 90s without doing a Christmas album?
It's like
when it was a staple still.
That's like
Casey and JoJo have a Christmas album.
I know they have a couple of, I remember a couple of Christmas songs, but an album,
certain
have to research that.
Certain things, right? It's like making that out of the 90s without having a gospel song at the end of your record.
That part. It's another staple.
You know what I mean? It used to be a thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Mandatory.
Howard Hughes tomorrow.
Come on.
Howard Hughes tomorrow. Yeah.
Jeez. Let us know what y'all think in the chat. Are we missing some folk? Like, what did you grow up on? What resonates with you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Holler at us.
Right.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite Christmas record is. Period. You know,
point blank.
Yeah. Because I know some. You know, we can't name them all, right?
Nah.
But I know some we didn't name that y'all thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
Yeah.
And I'll give y'all even further assignment. Doggone. Let us know what Christmas song that you guys, or better yet, what Christmas remake is your favorite Christmas remake.
A lot of those.
Hit us back. Let us know, man. We might do an episode about it before we get out of here for the new year. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Let us know in the chat what y'all think.
Yeah. But yeah. Ain't much to say after this album, man.
But that CeeLo Green, hey.
What's your favorite beverage, man?
Hey. That River song, which is a remake by Lonnie Mitchell.
Okay.
That's an official Christmas classic in my household also.
I wouldn't be right if I didn't mention the Destiny's Child song. Because my wife would kill me. Freaking what was the one?
We don't want that. Bring it up, please. We don't want that.
Destiny's Child, Carol of the Bells, aka the Opera of the Bells.
Oh yeah.
Yo, it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones.
Shout out DC.
Yeah,
man.
Yes, sir.
Another one. We waiting on that reunion.
Definitely.
You know it's coming.
All of them too, and I mean all of them.
So R&B Wu-Tang.
That's the one I would want to see.
I think if they come back, I
if
think
they were going to do it, do all of them.
Farrah and all of them.
All of them.
Wow.
All of
All
them.
of them.
God too. They all part of that legacy, man.
Imagine that.
What's
All
what's
of
my
You talking about
what's my-
something to talk about?
What?
Slim Thug? What's Slim Thug ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Latoya Luckett. Thank you.
Oh, you like it? That's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. She killed it. Yeah, she did.
You
Don't even give me started on that song.
We're not gonna sleep on Kelly either.
Nah.
Ain't gonna sleep on Kelly.
I've been rocking with Kelly since she had the song "Torn."
Mm.
That's Latoya Luckett.
That's Latoya.
Huh?
Latoya Luckett. Torn.
Nah, I'm talking about Kelly's got the same size hands as Marilyn Monroe. It's a Kelly song.
That called
Tell
Torn?
her.
Yeah, she did a torn too. That's right.
Wow.
Or was it Soul or something like that?
Wow.
Stole maybe. I can't remember. Anyway,
Let us
don't
know in the
trip.
chat, y'all.
Yeah.
Let us know in
Yeah,
the
let
chat.
us know in the chat.
It's one of my joints though.
Shout out Kelly, man.
I love it. I love it.
All the DC alumni, goddamn.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let us know what you
Christmas.
gonna have. Let us know what y'all gonna have in y'all's playlist. You know.
Hell yeah.
It's
And what y'all feeling
celebrate,
for the
man.
Christmas holidays too, man? Let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what y'all listening to this year, and if you guys have any trouble or any songs that you're trying to find for Christmas, we're going to make a quick little Christmas playlist, a Vibes and Convo Select. You know what I mean? So we'll leave the link up for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right
Yes,
here on
indeed.
Spotify, y'all. Y'all gonna see it.
Yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We're cultivating it as we speak.
Indeed. Indeed.
For sure.
So this concludes another episode of Vibes and Convo. Were we what, Quinn? Were we what?
Well, we champion everything R&B, especially the indie.
Okay. Yes,
Y'all got
sir.
any last shout outs before we get out of here?
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the Chizat.
Like that.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
You know. Shout
And
out to y'all, man.
Merry Christmas to everybody. I know this is probably going to be our last
Yeah.
episode before Christmas. So, make sure you enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family. And, from us, all, Merry Christmas.
Indeed.
Merry
Indeed,
Christmas.
We out this thing. Vibes and Combo.
Merry Christmas.
Pace.